When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kick it away to start us off. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UCLA's offense will start this game off. This is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this high-powered offense, squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
And this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on the other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
You know, as a defense, you can have the
Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on another team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. 4A Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bruins offense will have the football first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
Let's go. Break. Single.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The Bruins are flying down the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berger. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Rush is on him. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Aller. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. And you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last kick.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side now. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Absolutely perfect. The lead is 6 in the 1st. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. How about these two running games so far and dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats? They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Might as well give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets to give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Got a man. It's Woods.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Nice move to keep running. Deshaun Foster had a strong finish to the first year as head coach at his alma mater, but now with all of the optimism, the question, is it warranted?
Well, they got a big boost at the quarterback spot in the transfer portal, but I think just as important was bringing in Tino Sinceri to run the offense. I think for Deshaun Foster, this thing is going to look a whole lot different. And David, I expect them to be a lot more explosive.
And obviously the big name that can help propel it even more is Nico. The whole offseason we heard all about it, but UCLA finished on a hot streak, man. They went 4-2 in a new conference, so they kind of got their footing. But you paid this money, you made the investment in Nico. Does he take you to that next level?
Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniform with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. caught in the backfield. It's Flores. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gets it out fast. Big guy tries to barrel in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've stalled out a bit in the red zone. Just a couple of field goals on 3 previous trips now to get it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Aller. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First play of the drive comes from the 41. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The throw to the outside is complete. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think you're...
And he'll haul it in, take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll give it to the back. The Nittany Lions brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Pena. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On the run, it's Allen. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Got his man on the right. They will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field. There he goes! Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And
the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Works the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Flores. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bruins are on the move. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the screen. Oh, what a move to get room. Oh, the quick spin move. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Singleton. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Temple came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Philly had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Certainly could have been better, but it also could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Flips it out on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Trying to get the corner, and some room to work. Turning it on! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Caught behind the line. It's Pena. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Toss sweep right. Look out, he's got room. Wide open spaces. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big moment.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, going up top. Finds his man. It's Matthews. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. They'll stop it short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it?